For the land of the free.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Scott. Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. And it's Griffin in at center. We've got the kid, the monster out there with Cowboy. Then it's Magician. And it's Miracle Man in at the point. Well, late in the season, we're seeing playoff teams resting their star players. Any excuse for lottery teams, Greg, doing the same?
Not as far as the league is concerned. I mean, if they're
right,
healthy,
exactly.
What's the goal? I mean, throwing away games is not acceptable.
No.
And it's always nice to get the
Oh, that was a strong toe.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Pass to Wilson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Timeout. What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Miracle Man.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare. And early on, they looked great. They made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
The free throw drops for Leonard. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. At the elbow, Griffin. Outside, Irving. To halt the run, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Irving.
And Harden takes a lot of pride in being a hard matchup, a tough cover. I mean, he takes no time in shooting once he gets the pump.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Nets on defense. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And here's the fast break. Here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Irving passes to Durant, and finished off by KD.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. And not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Now here's Irving. 17 points for him last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Irving. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Greg, his scores go. Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, throws down the alley-oop slam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, established. That physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge too. Don't discount that.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. You gotta like what the kid has done in this game.
But he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
So both teams changing it up here. Now here's Allen, and the foul called on Thunder. That is his first foul of the game. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Griffin passes to Augustine. Nets passing it around. Can they get it?
And the defense not making things easy for them.
Yeah, they're having a hard time getting the ball in the basket, and as a result, falling behind here.
Here's Rain Man, banked in off the glass.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And that one's good, Griffin.
Yeah, he's become very reliable with that mid-range jump shot. The defense can't let him get comfortable from there.
The pass to Thunder. Here's the Professor, defended by Griffin. The Professor passes to Thunder. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now here's Bayless. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. That's tipped and stolen by Outlaw. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. It's tipped. Here's Gary, and Griffin sends it back. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Seconds left to play here in the first.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And so it's the home team holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very naturally a ball-dominant player. James Harden talked to...
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, I'm playing off the ball.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Griffin, and it's Allen in at the point guard.
They've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
In transition, here come the Nets, and it's Outlaws slamming it down.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals. Fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Durant's checked in for Griffin, and Irving subbed in for Allen. Timeout called the Nets. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, you know, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully, they learn from that game and are better going forward.
Gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Here is Harden. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Clippers.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
Scott against Wilson. Scott, good. Scott's got his second bucket tonight.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half, quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Irving, good.
Give Irving some room to get it off that little floating jump shot of his, and you'll regret it for sure.
Miracle Man. Here's Tyler, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Tyler's got his first basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Oh, my goodness!
Oh, yeah!
What a play!
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Scott, good. Scott's got 4 this quarter.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And the kid picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Outside Irving. 17-foot shot on the way. And yes, it's good.
You know, Irving is deadly from mid-range and really embraces that shot. He doesn't shy away from it. And I think he can give opponents a lot of problems because of it.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels. Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Nets have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Outside, Scott. Here's Durant. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Well, so often we see this, transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Durant's got 6 points.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Harden, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor. And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Poked away. Here's Miracle Man. And so it's the home team out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. Taking a look at this home squad. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb.
Thanks for joining.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Money out there with ABC. Then there's the Professor. And it's Rain Man. And it's Thunder in at the point. That's his first personal foul. On defense, the home team. And the foul called on ABC. That'll be his second foul of the game. That's his second personal foul. It's the Nets now. Griffin finds Scott. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 6 to shoot. Takes a shot at the elbow. No good.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
From the wing. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And here's the break. Here's Money. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And the foul called on Thunder. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah. Clearly struggling here with the foul, still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Picked him clean. ABC passes to the professor. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Ferocious swat.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Jumps up. Finished off the break.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. So both teams making some changes here. Gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Brooklyn shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
And he dunks it down.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Here's Durant, and he makes that one. KD's got 8 points.
Yeah, Durant and his teammates really in sync. I mean, helping each other out, facilitating for each other. That basket there, a real team effort.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Griffin.
Oh, my word. I shouldn't be amazed anymore when Griffin pulls off a dunk like that, but I always seem to be. The man has some unreal moves above the rim.
And it's in there. And it's 6 points for the Monster.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Pass to Griffin. And he uses the glass on the layup. Griffin's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's just too easy. When Griffin gets to that area of the floor, expect him to finish. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Pass to KD. And he gets the... basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
James Harden, he's checked in for Allen. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Yeah, you look at Durant's numbers, 50, 40, 90. He's made that club multiple times. One of the few players to accomplish that. And he seems to threaten those numbers virtually every year.
Now here's Bayless, guarded closer. Stolen by Wilson. It's tipped. Griffin with the steal. And here they go. Wilson grabs the board.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. The Nets making a switch here. There's 57 seconds left here in the third quarter. Leonard against Harden. For three. Rebound by Tyler. Tyler's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's now 24 points for Miracle Man.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Still, Griffin has insane hops. Close in, can sky over others, helps him to draw fouls.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in. The Nets have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Up top, Griffin from the arc. Rebound by Tyler. Tyler's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. Here's the monster. Rebounded by the Nets. Harden inside the three-point line, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Harden's got 5 now. It's good, and so it's the home team way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league, they've been doing a... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Nets getting the fourth quarter going, we've got Harden, and it's Augustine in at the 5.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden, so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
At the line, number 90.
First free throw is good.
At the line for 2.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right, got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Here's the break. Here's Tyler. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing
They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Here's Augustine. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Nets making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Goes up off the inbound. He takes it up and lays it in. And that's now 33 points for Miracle Man.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And the foul on the Monster. That's foul number 2 for him. Damian Jones is checked in for Brooklyn. Pass to Craig. There's the feed to Jones, and that one good. Jones has got his first bucket of the night.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
The pass to the Monster. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And the foul goes on the Magician. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Come on, let's say craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
Allen outside. Pass to Craig. Ball's knocked loose. Shot clock at 6. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Brooklyn with the ball. 4 on the shot clock. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Wilson the pass to Leonard. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
A nice shot by Tyler.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. And the shot goes in. Miracle Man's got 15 points here in the second half.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Here's Craig. No good with the layup. Gotten it done so far from the field here in the 4th. Going 6 for 7. Tires from the corner. They get it back. Here's the Monster. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second team foul.
And the first one drops.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Here's Oliver. Wilson with the block. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the 4th quarter. And the kid picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. Good on both. Here's Miracle Man. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Here's Allen. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Craig. And the layup falls.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Allen kicks to Jones, and the foul on the Monster. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. Gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Craig. Poke loose. And then Leonard with the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Craig. And again, it's the Nets missing. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take them.
So he gets them both. There's 1:40 left.
Oh! Oh, man! My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Here's Miracle Man, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, just a breakdown defensively there allows him to wind up with an easy dunk straight off the inbound.
And now we've got the intentional foul. That one is off. He hits the second from the line.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Yes, that goes in. Miracle Man's got 48.
Boy, I tell you what a well-designed play, executed beautifully, too.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
There's 1:26 left to play in the final quarter.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
And an intentional foul right there. Free throw, good, Allen. Second free throw, no good. Here's Miracle Man. Yet another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And that's an intentional foul. The first one falls. And he makes the first but misses the second. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped and they put them on the line.
Yeah, and I'm confident Coach was reminding everybody, don't foul at the start of that possession. Obviously, he didn't get the message.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd.
At the line,
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Miracle Man.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter, and the foul on the Monster. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. The Professor's checked in for the Monster. And he's good on the second. Here's Miracle Man. Oh! Man. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd.
Shooting two.
The first free throw is good. That one is no good. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And Allen drops them both. Here's Miracle Man. Inside, Tyler. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And he knocks down the first one. And Allen drops them both. Here's Miracle Man, defended by Allen, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. .43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the Miracle Man is going to pick up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. And we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And he sinks the second. Off the inbound pass. Hits it again. Wow. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. Remarkable performance from him so far. And guys, at this point, just a side note, they've got this one sewn up. He's probably headed to the bench one way or the other.
The Professor's checked in for Tyler. Here's Miracle Man, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Brooklyn the foul. And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. And so Allen will bring it up for Brooklyn. And he commits the intentional foul. No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. "36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Good, he hits again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And it's blocked. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. "26 seconds left in the fourth. And they go to the intentional foul. The first one falls. And Allen drops them both.
Make a play, come on!
Here's Miracle Man. Off the inbound. Here's ABC.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Here's Oliver. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for the Nets, Oliver.
That one misses. Here's Miracle Man. Connects again.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Here's Miracle Man. Here's the professor. Count the basket and the foul. Allen. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Five seconds left to play here in the fourth, and the kid picks up the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme